Hey, I'm Arthur Perkins, this is APGamingREAL. Welcome to the 6th episode of Warhammer 40K, Wrath&Glory, Dark Inquisition. Tonight, we'll be battling for supremacy on the wargaming tabletop. There will be some special rules, so if you want to know more about that, wait until after we're done introductions. I am, however, going to be posting both armies in chat right now. If you are watching on YouTube, check the description. Now, I was going to make tonight intros only talking about Fire Emblem Three Kingdoms, but Sid doesn't believe that the Switch is an actual console, so he's out. Atomic doesn't give a shit, so he's out. And Pondo is upset because I said Three Kingdoms rather than Three Houses, so he's out as well. It's just me and James.
I've also sat through this Wednesday and the Wednesday before.
Yeah, but this is a different person, and I'm farther along in the game than I was before. So James, we're going to start with your intros, and then we'll go into how's your Fire Embleming.
All right, well, I'm James, host of the Grimdark podcast. I've had a pretty ordinary week, probably been sick all week. I had my wife's birthday though, so we got to have a nice dinner out and eat lots of cake this week. But otherwise, I've been pretty much just block nose, coughing. The whole family's been out with it recently. So yeah, but what it's been is I've clocked up about 30 hours of the aforementioned game during the week. So it's been a good week in that respect. I was supposed to play 40K yesterday, but then my partner for that one also got sick. So yeah, it's been a quiet week for me.
Okay. How about that Fire Emblem, though?
Oh yeah, well as I said, it's been literally I was playing it right up until you sent me the message with the Zoom link, so I had to save mid-fight. Yep. So I think I'm like about halfway through the second part now. So still enjoying that, and already planning my next playthrough. So
yeah, I know. I said to you last week that it will blow your mind when you reach a certain point, and then you messaged me when you got to that point, and I was like, that's it. I knew it was going to be that moment. I've been recording mine, so there is a 15-minute section where people are just listening to me go, but wait, no, god damn it, and just a string of swearing when I had to figure out which option to take. And then afterwards, I was like, okay, I don't know if this is a mistake, maybe I need to reload my save. It was bad.
Especially because lots of the characters ask you afterwards, do you regret your decision?
Yeah, I know.
You get like they all say that.
I got boned really bad too. I recruited certain characters right before the time skip, and if you don't complete their bond, their C-class bond, before then, you can never bond up with them. So they can bond up with the rest of your party, but not you. And that really sucks because now I don't get to see their scenes until the next playthrough.
Yeah. Well, the one tip I've got for people that are going to play the game, that without giving any spoilers, is that your weapons in the game can break, and that partway through the game, when the sort of storyline changes, everything gets fully repaired. So don't waste all your resources repairing your stuff, right at the end of month 2, because everything will get repaired for free.
Man, I have some spoiler stuff I want to say about Edelgard. Let me tell you something. There's a point in the game where she can have an infinite number of turns every turn. It is wild to abuse it. So good. Of course, no one can heal her in the middle of it, right? She just takes an infinite number of turns, and at some point she'll become so damaged you have to stop. Oh, it's crazy though. So good. Pondo, I guess we're just gonna go to you. Fine, whatever.
Hi, I'm Ponder Upon the Mad. You can catch me on YouTube for Switch/PonderMad, where I play video games and stuff. I don't know why AP's so salty about me calling him out on the improper of him saying the improper name for the game.
I planned the whole intro. It was written in the script to say that.
Yeah, but you've been salty before that, though.
Because I made a mistake one time, and you corrected me, and I was like, that's it. I'm going to drive this point home.
Just don't make a mistake.
He plays games with all of us. How could he not be fucking salty?
Well,
I would be too if I had to deal with us for a week.
I've been tempted to maybe get the 3 kingdoms, to be perfectly honest. Not 3 kingdoms. Well, that too. But then also 3 houses. Man, I fucked it up.
Do
Got him.
it.
Got him. I know you own a Switch. And let
I
me
do.
tell you, it's good. And more importantly, that reminds me, James, we need to be friends on the Switch. So that my dudes can go to your dude's place.
I don't know if I'm ready for this level in our relationship yet, Arthur.
No.
have to-
Trust me. This is great. No, I get Henley and Sputnik's people come over to my place, and then we all put master seals on our things. So when you do New Game Plus, you can go over to somebody and be like, I want to buy master seals at a very low level. You can get master seals before the game makes them available. It's great. It's awesome. But if you don't want to be
I'll
my
on
friend on Switch, it's fine. It's fine, whatever.
No, well, it's funny, actually. It reminds me of a very quick story that there was a computer game called The Secret World that came out many
Yes.
years ago, MMO, yep. And when it was coming out, they had a Facebook game that you could play that would give you stuff when the game launched. But it was one of those games that kept asking you to invite your friends or get other people in Facebook involved. So somebody formed a Facebook group of people that were just playing that game. So you could friend those people and make sure that you weren't then bothering your real friends with stuff about the Secret World game. Now, what's happened is it means I've got like 30 people in my Facebook who I've never met in my life, never planned to, don't know anything about. And occasionally I think I should just go get rid of all those people. But some of them are people with like completely opposite political views to mine. So whenever I think to myself, like, how could somebody actually believe that? I go to Facebook, it's like, oh yeah, that guy, I don't know. He believes that because he posts about it all the time. So they're a good negative litmus test for me about the fact that there are people out there that are odd. So yeah, so I don't mind making friends with people I don't know on social media. It happens all the time.
Wait, did you give me a Chaos Dreadnought instead of a Hellbrood?
That's the same thing. There is no such thing as a Chaos Dreadnought. It's just a Hellbrood is what Chaos Dreadnought's called.
Oh, they look very different.
Yeah, well, they got rid of the actual Chaos Dreadnought a while ago.
Also, they're different sizes, but
Yeah,
that's
it was a Forge World model.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're essentially the same thing functionally, though.
Doesn't matter to me. Pondo, I interrupted you to do Fire Emblem talk, but gotta ask, how was that sushi? We're gonna be talking again next Thursday, but I want to know
I do
now.
not have any sushi.
I'm super. What the fuck? We're done. We're not friends anymore. Why would you go to a sushi restaurant, let your girlfriend get sushi, and you don't fucking get any sushi?
It was her birthday.
Did you get steak?
God. Wait, was it really Cotton's birthday?
Yeah, it was Colin's birthday.
Wow.
I wished her a happy birthday.
I didn't know that. This is a problem. All right. I gotta figure something out. If only I wasn't running a stream right now.
I had curry though, which was good.
All right. That's almost acceptable. You have reached a level close to being a human being in my eyes.
I need to work on that then. I should be below that level.
You know what you could do is eat some fucking sushi. How could I forget Cotton's birthday when I never knew it existed in the first place, guys?
I mean, I didn't believe that she had a birthday. I thought she was like an
I just
elf.
don't know what day it is, Sid. God damn it.
I forget my own birthday, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Birthdays are whatever.
It's
All right.
okay, AP.
Oh,
no
no,
one
I'm
told you
filled
to-
with rage right now, but you go ahead and finish this discussion while I fume in a corner. Fume, sir.
No, all I've been doing really this week is kind of just either clean work, chores, read up on the Pathfinder 2nd Edition stuff, and just randomly have an idea pop in my head about mixing Weird Wars 2 and one war game that I found called Bolt Action.
Bold action, good stuff.
It seems pretty interesting and fun,
Yeah.
considering that the initiative order is like the activation is random. Put a whole bunch of dice in a bag, and whatever you pick up, that person goes or whatever.
Yeah, there's a newer version. It's plays kind of like Bolt Action, but it's only tanks, and I can't remember what it's called. Plays more like Battlefleet Gothic, but it's and it's a lot cheaper. The models are a lot cheaper than they are than because Bolt Action stuff is as expensive or more expensive than 40K. It's one of like
I mean,
the few.
Flames of War Atomic?
I think both of them are pretty expensive, but I think bolt action might be more expensive than Flames of War at this point. Or might be vice versa. They were close at one point. Now they've swapped.
Yeah, I think for like the model sets, from what I've seen, it's anywhere from $60 to $120, depending on what you get.
Yeah. I mean, they're nice, but it's just like it's crazy for just like single tanks. It's like that's a bit much.
Anything else going on?
No, that's about it.
Okay. Sid Alpha.
Yes, hello. Things have happened in the past 48 hours. Not much things, but things. There have been things. I myself have been working on a video that I've been promising for over 2 weeks. The discussion surrounding the developer behind Police 1013. I finally finished getting the audio recorded for that last night, and then I realized this video was going to be damn near an hour long. So I've been burning hard today, getting the audio edited and getting everything lined up so I can start editing the video. And I've actually begun editing the video. I'm about 8.5 minutes through placing screenshots that I like, out of a total of over 45 minutes worth of time that I've recorded. So it's shaping up to be yet another brutal weekend for me. I've got projects coming up on Sunday for the day job. I've got I was not a terrible person, and I wished Cotton a happy birthday on her birthday. You know. And yeah, that's about it. I did finally today. I remembered that I got paid yesterday, so I was able to back the BattleTech Clan Invasion Kickstarter. Came in right under the line. There's 2 hours left to go, and they've raised over $2.5 million.
What level? Come on.
The $300 level.
That's where I'm at too. I'm gonna buy all the clan stuff. You know, when they ask me for the packages, and then I'm gonna try to get like 2 good Inner Sphere packs. Or maybe I might just get 2 more Timberwolf packs.
Actually, the $300 level, I just looked at the site. They removed the $300 one.
Yeah, it's probably because they had too many canon characters to deal with.
Well, there were close to 3,000 people.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
That
They were like, "All right, guys, we want $30,000."
I pledged. It puts it at the top. Yeah, there's 2,571 people that backed at that level, which is insane.
I've been agonizing over that level because I went the 150, but I don't really care about a canon character or a clan challenge coin, but the extra 30 mechs.
Yeah, it's
would be
the
nice.
extra
And
mechs.
I've also heard, but they're saying you can actually order more mechs as part of like the add-on packs after the actual Kickstarter closes too. So I might just do that.
But the $300 level is the most cost efficient. Someone who did the math. It changed because we got double forces, so 300 gets twice as much. Okay, I just thank Cotton her birthday present, you motherfucker. Just for everybody else's sake and for the audience, I was talking to Sid. So
Yes.
What'd you send her?
find out eventually, man. What do you mean?
Sushi.
What did I send her? Who are you to ask to break the sacred oath of gift giver and gift receiver? Did you just turn and ask her? If she wants to tell you, that's one thing, sir. That's one thing. Quite another.
She seems confused. She didn't know about this.
Didn't know about what? I just sent it right now. Sid, you got anything else?
No, that's it. I'm good.
Okay.
Continue on.
Comic, you're up.
I'm doing a whole lot since Wednesday. I've been sick. Somebody brought home the stomach bug of some sort. And that's been fun to deal with. On top of my normal medical stuff, so it's just been like being like fell down a flight of stairs, and then while I was at the bottom of the stairs, I got hit by a truck, and then someone ran up and kicked me in the nuts.
Are you
That
saying
was
this
fun.
actually happened to you, or?
I mean, that's what I feel like.
Okay.
As
All right.
someone who has fallen downstairs, been kicked in the nuts, and hit by a truck before, I know what all of these things are like, and so I can.
And what
you know.
several of those things are like. I
Yeah.
have not, however, been hit by a truck. So
Yeah. Well,
I actually do know what that feels like.
yeah, it's not fun. So I've been moping around, not really moping around, I have no energies, but I did manage to, I finished building my Challenger 2. So I got to paint that up as soon as I replace my airbrush at some point. So I'm taking a break from all my Warhammer stuff and putting together some of my tank backlog of everything, because you hop around from project to project, because putting together wheels is, you just get sick of putting together wheels and suspension. So that's pretty much all I've been doing. Getting stuff together for WoW Classic when that drops, and that's pretty much it.
isn't that out already? I thought
No, it's
people were
10
losing
days.
their minds over it.
10 days.
Do streamers have early access or something?
The beta was up for a while.
Okay, that's what it must have
That's what it
been.
was. Yeah, a lot of the stress testing and everything. So.
Because I was super sure I'd seen people being like, "I'm playing WoW Classic," and I'm like,
No.
I played WoW during Classic. It really
I did
wasn't
too.
worth it.
But that's all I got. Nothing's really happened since Wednesday.
Okay, all right. Let's is there a particular topic we need to cover? Anybody? Nothing? No Warhammer 40K stuff. No. I mean, beyond BattleTech, I guess. All right. Well, BattleTech Kickstarter will finish soon, and I'm gonna do an unboxing video for all of those mechs. Then I'm probably gonna buy like a fishing tackle kit or something, stick all the mechs in it, and never look at them again.
I mean, you'll get it in about a year, so it's.
And then I'll never look at them again.
I can only imagine their backlog at the moment.
The shipping is like $40 or $50 apparently at this Star Kernel level.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I backed Angry Joe's board game like 2 years ago. I still don't have that yet.
I back Will Highmarch's Project Dark, motherfucker. Don't even talk to me about Kickstarters that never ship. When was Project Dark? Let me take a look at that. Gosh, it would have been amazing. 2014 was the last time he made a post about it.
Yikes. Yeah, I think that one's probably dead.
Here's the thing, he has the finished game. He runs it at conventions. He's like, no, I didn't like this mechanic. I want to change it slightly, and then spend 6 months playtesting it. It's so cool. Each person gets a hand of cards, right? And then you build your card deck. And I'm talking like 52 playing card. You build your card deck as you level up and get access to more cards. You draw cards into your hand in order to move about like mansions and stuff in a fantasy city and steal things. And you leave the cards in the room in your wake. And depending on how valuable they are, an inspection team will come along and be like, oh, this is a very high value card. We've now got some evidence about you. It's like Blades in the Dark, but as a playing card game. It's fucking wild, man. It's amazing. It was super cool to play test it 5 years ago. Oh, Jesus.
Probably ended up scope creeping himself to death, though.
I think so. He's killing himself over it, too. Like, he talks about it from time to time, and he's like, it was my greatest failure ever. And I'm like, look, I feel that about every project I've ever done. So, I guess it's time. Only 19-minute intros. I don't know what we're doing here. We got started on time. People have yet to show up yet. That's the thing. There are people that don't even show up until 40, 50 minutes in because they think, but we're gonna go ahead.
I'm telling you, it's a lack of rat effect.
You know, Rad loves that you call it that. All right, let's take a look at this battlefield and talk about what's going on. If you'll recall, you, our heroes, have made your way back to the Ecclesiarchical Church, from which you have based out of several times. The priest who runs it is now deceased. You found his dead body at a Sororitas hospitaller place, and Kalrak executed him to give him the Emperor's mercy. You must defend this location at all costs. As your troops are teleporting in, walking into a Adeptus Mechanicus teleportium chamber and being thrown forward to here, from time to time, the Eldar group gets teleported in, and they're all vomiting everywhere because they aren't used to Imperial teleportation technology, and they only have like one unit that teleports, apparently.
Well, they've got the webway, but I mean that's not
Right,
everywhere,
that's not teleporting. That's like they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna walk diagonally now. As your group arrives, you see the enemy warlord is like strolling out in the open, just speeching to himself, and he says, "Glorious world, we have arrived in order to reshape you in a manner of the choosing of the great Lord Slaanesh. Know that you are blessed with beauty and perfection as we dance across the skies of this world." As he's talking, there's a gunshot from one of the scout sniper rifles, and the Lord with a force sword and like blocks the bullet in the process, and he says, "Oh look, our old friends, the Iron Hands. The flesh is weak. The flesh is weak. The flesh may be weak, but you can replace it with stronger things. Gifts from Slaanesh. You believe that your technology could defeat us, that you can replace yourself with mechanical parts, but that hasn't worked for 10,000 years. We will defeat you. We will grind the Iron Hands to dust. We will destroy the frail corpse of the Emperor. Your faith is as weak as your bodies." So he turns and begins walking away. He walks past Talrond Aspects, the drill abbot, who you now know to be a chaos cultist of Slaanesh, and takes something from his hands and says, "Excellent work, my cultist commander. With this artifact, I can reinforce the summoning circle and bring about new life to this world. Soon, daemons will pour forth from the warp, covering this Imperium in not just one, but two darknesses." So, here are the battlefield conditions. The enemy warlord is located back here in this nice little safe, secure, burnt-out wreck. Above him is his nice little safe, secure warp portal. As long as he is here, at the end of the movement phase every turn, he can and will attempt to summon more demons through. Some of those demons will also be capable of summoning more demons. That's very bad. If at any point in the game there are more than 65 power level worth of demons on the board, you automatically lose as the demonic army rampages out of control and turns the world into an orgy of destruction, which I don't need to tell you is very bad, especially for you because you're standing right there next to them.
That would be bad. Yeah.
If you assassinate the enemy warlord, the Inquisitor will surely provide you with a special bonus for defeating a heretic of such vile redoubt. You must survive 5 turns, and you automatically lose if any chaos unit reaches the top of the staircase. With the fall of the church will also come the fall of any protection you have against the warp.
Question.
Yes?
Do we have to worry about any units warping in behind us?
Yes, you do. You'll notice that
Thought I
there are
double-checked.
several such units that are
Yeah.
capable of doing
Yep.
that, like Terminators.
Bright, shiny thing here that maybe they all had to warp in from their warp point. So,
Nope.
thought I'd ask.
Nope. The demons can come through the warp point, but the units like the Terminators are simply teleporting using teleportium chambers located elsewhere.
Teleportarium.
Sure. Thank you, Warhammer 40K expert. I believe that you all wish to discuss tactics before we begin, in a way that would allow the chat and audience to listen in, maybe offer suggestions that we will completely ignore. I like that James is laughing about that last part.
I got a couple of questions, Arthur.
Yes.
The white lines on the table, are
There
they
are only
marking the
2 of them,
deployment
that's
zone?
correct, and they are 1 foot apart.
Yeah,
That is the
so-
dead zone. Either of us can place our units up to that line.
Okay. And how are we going to do deployment? And how are we going to do first turn?
You are first deployment and also first turn.
Okay.
Because
so
I've
we deploy,
already
we
put
didn't
my...
deploy.
Technically, I would be first deployment, but I have placed my sorcerer already as part of the
Okay.
story.
No worries. So I guess for us, so the only units that Arthur has that can deep strike are his Terminator Lord and his 10 Terminators. He's obviously been reading a lot of 1d4 Chan because he's done the tactic of having 10 Chaos Terminators with combi plasmas, deep strike them in turn 2 with the Terminator Lord.
Are you sure
All
that I
fire.
might not be doing some sort of endless cacophony deep strike
Yeah,
strategy?
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Deep strike them in, all fire the combi plasmas, then use endless company to do it again. And with the
1d4
Terminator Lord,
Chan's
they
the
can
only
reroll
place I
ones.
go to my tactics. I'm super basic. By the
That's it,
way,
yeah,
it's
he's-
almost pumpkin spice season, and I'm very excited.
And also then the chosen with Thunderhammers. That's another 1d4 chance strategy as well. So, but yeah. So what I was going to say was, we may not want to deploy all the way up to our front line, because we might want to hold some units back. So it gives up. We're not to hold them back like take a further back line, less board to try and screen to prevent the Terminators from jumping in. That can't happen until turn 2 anyway, at least. But I was going to say that we probably need to put some forces up on the dais with the church to avoid deep striking forces there. So pretty much, a unit on either side of the church will cover the whole dais. If we put some characters up front near the stairs as well. I would think, from a rules point of view, that we're better off putting the Sisters of Battle on the front lines and the Scions up the back. But I think from a fluff point of view, it would be more accurate to put the Sisters of Battle up with the church and the Scions on the front line. I mean, what do people think?
Mm-hmm. Could also break the scouts into 2 squads, put them up there.
Yeah, that's true. They've got good range.
Yeah, well, with combat squads, I can break them up as well in deployment. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure my guys. Where are my guys? Yeah, range is not great.
I can barely hear you, Sid. So another addition that you might not know of is that this time around, the players will also be putting themselves in the form of their token on the battlefield, which we decided during the week. So there's a better than middling chance that they may end up injured or dying as a result of this battle. Fortunately, you'll still get to make defiance checks, I think they're called, as per normal. Press X to not die.
So, Sid, I'd suggest when you put the Lehman Russ down, you put it at least 3 inches behind the front line. That way, when Arthur deep strikes his Terminators 9 inches from the front line, and he tries to do their plasma weapons, they won't get to get rapid fire on the Lehman Russ. So if they target that, at least they've only got 10 shots, not 20.
Right.
Plus the extra 10 for endless cacophony. So I'd probably be putting it somewhere like along the front of the wall, in like one of the sort of road corners.
Yeah, actually, I was actually thinking right along in here would probably be a good
Yep.
area.
Not a bad idea.
And
probably
so
put
the
the-
scouts are going to be covering the church, so we don't get distracted from there.
yeah, they'll probably be the best bet since I can just have the 1 unit of scouts. I can break with combat squads. I can break them up into 2
That would still
5-man
leave-
teams.
That would still leave us open on the flanks.
I mean, there's not a whole lot because anything we put on that right flank is going to be pretty much useless because it won't have line of sight. And then on left, I mean, you'd have still a pretty limited, plus it'd be more or less cut off from being able to do much.
I mean, I'd probably put the tech priest back there just so that he's screening in the first turn. He doesn't need to be next to the Lehman Russ until it's actually damaged. So I'd probably just put him somewhere back in the very middle of that section, just
Yeah, would probably be
twiddling
the
his
best idea.
thumbs.
Yeah. Let's see. 36. Yeah.
So the good thing is that pretty much everything Arthur's got has got a range of 24, except for the heavy weapons that the Noise Marines have got, which have got a 48-inch on their one of their types, and 36 on the heavy bolter of the Hellbrute. Everything else he's got is 24-inch range. So he's got to come in close.
Okay.
So, do you want to start putting some models down?
Should we
well, I was
start
thinking-
with our characters first?
I could put the Scions back along this area to kind of cover the flanks, because they don't do much else except cheap cannon fodder, from what I recall.
I mean, I'd probably keep one Scion unit and one Tempestus back to deep strike to try and take out the source.
Mhm.
Since he was walking through the middle of the street shouting and then suddenly ducked behind a building to cast his spells.
Like the coward that he is.
So are you guys ready to place?
Is there a required maximum spacing between individual units?
2 inches.
2 inches. Every man's going to be within 2 inches of another.
Okay.
You can conga line along the middle of the area if you want to.
You'll recall the orcs during the first game were spaced quite heavily out and therefore useless.
And it was 10 inches, right? For 10
9.
9 inches is the...
You're a little quiet, Sid.
Should we?
Am I?
Well, now you're not.
Should we place the Battle Sisters first? One of those quads.
Yes, so I'd use the Battle Sisters as a screen force. So the question is going to be whether you want to put them along the front sandbag line or along the Aegis defense line. Like whether we want to make Arthur go an extra, 9 inches before he gets to fight things.
I would think that we would want to make him go an extra 9 inches.
The only thing is that we going first, so the question becomes whether he puts all the forces on his line or if he hangs back so we can't shoot them up this turn. I suspect he'll just put 2 rhinos out with the squads in there as far forward as he can.
You've placed then, Pondo?
I don't know yet.
Are we doing alternating placement, Arthur?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, awesome. Okay, no worries.
Yeah. I'm not
Well,
going to make
they'll
you
probably
guys
put
all
them
place first. My bad.
Yeah, I'd stick with that probably, Pondo.
Okay. My Sister Superior facing the wrong way. Try and do 360 no scopes with a Storm Bolter. All right.
Okay, you're placed.
That's where
Very
they
well.
will.
I shall place my cultists on the field. You'll notice that the cultist leader is, in fact, the guy all the way in the bow. Oh, fuck. Fortunately, I can do this.
Okay.
Cultist leader is, in fact, Talron Aspects. Don't fuck this up. I'm good. You guys are up?
Another Battle Sister squad, other side.
You're over the line, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. Good sir, I shall take a step back if it will make you feel better. I didn't know that.
Millimeters counts.
So just with placing there, with the cultists, they also have an ability called Unending Hordes, which is a stratagem where
Tide of Traders, yeah.
Tide of Traders, that's on, yeah. Where if you don't kill the whole unit, you can spend 2 points to have them come back full strength, at a board edge.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Don't worry. I've been talking to the strategy group, and they've been like, there's no way this strategy will work. It's the dumbest strategy. Don't use it. And I'm like, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. And they're like, no, they're going to slaughter all of the cultists. And I'm like, that's fine. No matter what outcome.
We'll get steamrolled then, is what...
I don't know if you wanted to push those battle sisters so that they're actually fully on the terrain, so that they get cover. Before we...
Just keep in mind that Arthur's Noise Marines ignore cover.
Yeah.
I don't just have noise marine. I shall place upon the battlefield my Chaos Dreadnought, which is really a Hellbrood, I guess.
That's right.
Up here.
Vehicles can't enter ruins.
My God, this whole plan is just falling apart. I wanted to put him on top of something really tall, so you could be like, I'm King Kong, and oh my God. Why would you do this to me, James? You've ruined my entire tactical setup. Very well. I shall place him. Stay back here.
Screening Dreadnought. Nice.
You guys are up.
You want to put the tank out now? We know we'll put that one.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. My old enemy, the tank.
I love this tank.
I will fucking destroy this tank.
Why do you always
Did you
have
wanna
to...
James
put it
is like,
more-
I think Arthur's
Well,
plan is to endless cacophony the tank, and I'm like, he saw through my secret plan.
Do you want to put the tank more over to this side, or we want to keep it over there?
Well,
to kind of act as.
Sorry, I was trying to get it closer to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that's where we're wanting to go to tank. I would have put the sisters over. The other side, that's fine.
That is where I pinged the area of the map that I was planning on putting the tank.
Okay.
You did. It's all good.
I have placed my Chaos Space Marines.
Oh, do you want to throw the maybe put the priest in that back corner, tech priest, to screen back there?
Let's see. Sure. Yeah, it's about as good as we're gonna get, really.
D. I will place this Rhino number 1, which is loaded up with a squad of 5 Noise Marines. You, sirs.
Now, just to reiterate, you said to ignore the rhino, right?
Well, I think
Well, we can pick out targets when the I was going to say use the laser cannon on the Hellbrit, but the Hellbrit's hanging way back, being a little pussy. So the rhino it is.
you're so personally offended by that strategy.
All right. So what do we want to put out next? You're going to put this. The scouts can deploy last, and the rangers deploy after, like in the first turn. So it's really just the bikes.
Yeah.
And so you're keeping a squad of 10 Pestilens back here.
Let's see. I need to measure.
You can space them out more than that. They're currently very close together.
Yeah, I'm
Can I
just trying
deep
to.
strike a death cultist to her death?
Unfortunately, there's no stratagems we've got that will let them do that.
I don't think that she can deep strike, friend.
If only.
I'd offer to take her through the webway, but I think she might have a problem with that.
What? Well, she's not going anywhere privately with you. I mean, she might walk away with you, but you won't be coming back.
Or her. It depends on who wins that cat fight.
That
Yeah,
is
it won't be
more
me.
than 2 from the next. Oh, you're gonna spread them out right now?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just measuring points here
Understood.
to make sure that like I have a tiny little corner because I know you will.
Well, he's going to fit 10.
You want to
Dreadnought-
say
he's
that
got-
to
sorry, 10
me,
Terminators in
sir?
there.
Well, I guess I did do that in the orc battle, but there
Yeah,
actually was
and-
such a corner, and I managed to fit in it perfectly. I
Mhm.
will place my second Havoc transport, or Rhino transport. It is loaded with 5 Chosen and 5 Noise Marine.
So your chosen is in that rhino,
Yes.
and the noise marines are in the other one.
There's
Okay.
5 Noise Marines in each Rhino and 5 Chosen in as well, because it holds
Left
10 men.
I am done placing. My Chaos Lord and Terminator armor and my Terminators are held in reserve. Strike. They don't even exist. They may never exist. So you guys have free reign to place wherever you want. Bow before my armies.
Am I missing a missionary?
You only
I
have
don't know.
one.
Are you missing a missionary?
I think I'm missing a missionary.
You are missing missionary.
They'll summon another missionary. Sacred Archives.
So I'm thinking of actually putting the bikes right here on the front line, and then first turn advance them over and smiting the sorcerer.
Just charge the sorcerer.
That would be a very interesting strategy.
What do you reckon, guys? Like, I want to talk about it rather than just do it because we didn't talk enough last time. And they might be sacrificial warlocks, and they'll get shot to shit by those chosen and the Hellbrute. But I mean, taking out the sorcerer might be worthwhile, worth the battle.
It's considering that they can just summon loads of demons, that'd probably be ideal.
Yeah.
If we can prevent summoning of a shit ton of these demons, that would, yeah.
Trouble finding a mission.
I'm tempted. I'm not actually placing this yet. Would it be a good idea to just slap a Tempestor Prime down right here so we can't to cover this zone? Because we did have a gap here.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 2 Tempestor Primes, so it just depends whether you want to keep one back with the other guys to, if they deep strike in, if they need to take out the remainder of the sorcerer.
Say I can use the death cultist to try to take up some potential deep striking stuff as well. Since I don't know if melee in one death cultist is going to do much.
So,
At the moment.
Minister and Priest.
And I don't know. I think I want to keep the rest of my units in reserve.
Yep.
You guys are really going all in on this. Teleport, deep strike, smite, kill the enemy. You know what? I appreciate your willingness to engage in the special bonus mechanic. You were like, how can we keep the army from just sitting back defensively? And I was like, how can you keep the army from sitting back defensively? What if you gave them delicious candy in the form of a piñata?
That would be helpful.
A chaos sorcerer-shaped piñata. Who's this motherfucker up here?
So
Look at this autarch on a jet bike. That, sir, Yeah, how dare she get it on top of the fortress precinct? There are going to be several arbitrator judges who will be fining her quite heavily.
Well, they put sandbags up there.
Yeah. It's their fault.
I mean, it wouldn't be called a fortress precinct if it wasn't a fortress.
Trying to figure out whose idea it was to put the barbed wire behind the sandbags instead of in front of it.
James, really? So you can...
I'm just like, seems kind of counterproductive, but okay.
Yeah, that's funny. That was I copied those ones from a different map, and after I placed them, I thought, yeah, that doesn't look right, and I thought, fuck it, I won't change it now.
Yeah, I got to be really anal about the measurements here because the fucking orc map.
I promise you, I will not punish you in that way on this map.
Well, that one was whoever built the map because the stupid cylinder had a little antenna on top of it that the platform rested on. It's like how the
0.5 inches. It was great. It was perfect.
It was fucking horseshit, is what it was.
It was.
I promise you, if there's like 0.1, 0.2, 0.5 inches here, I'm not going to be like, I deep strike one dude in and you automatically lose. That'd be a waste of everyone's time.
Well, it was just because of like how if like any other cylinder would have been used, that wouldn't have been a fucking thing. You wouldn't be able to use the jump and get all those dudes over there.
Does a tank is included in the +1 for the minister for the Eshairr Militrum? No, that's for infantry. Never mind. I need to read more. So I need to bring my. So Sid, your Scions right there will get a add 1 to attacks.
Say that again.
I believe you'll get a +1 to attack with these Scions there.
Oh, because of the proximity to the minister.
In melee, it attacks in melee. Yeah.
Oh,
gotcha.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it may come into effect.
Where do you think would be a good place to put the Marine bikers?
I guess what do you want to do with them? They're probably going to be good for taking out the cultists, so I'd probably put them back like behind the battle sisters, so the battle sisters can screen for them because the bolters will be in range then. Take out some of those cultists.
Yeah. What's the button to reset the orientation again? No, I'm just drop it, fix it, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
F will flip it.
There we go. Okay. Let's see. I want to. You think closer to Canoness or behind the Battle Sister Squad would be a better idea? What do you think?
I mean, maybe the other side to the tank, but otherwise he's going to drive all his forces into that corner.
Yeah.
So maybe put them on the other side over here.
Yeah. Can do that.
That way Captain Smash Factor gets +1 attack if the others get in range as well because he's near the priest.
Yeah. I can't wait till. I can't. No.
Sorry, not just Imperium. That's right. I thought it was Imperium. But,
yeah,
sorry,
it's either Ministorum or Militrum, Eshairr Militrum.
I can't wait till I get my new Iron Hands thing where I Overwatch in a 5+. That'll be fun.
I mean, those rules are in effect as of yesterday in tournaments, so.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so let's save it for the next battle.
They updated the chapter rules.
Why wouldn't they?
I'm gonna put myself.
Mine's Countryman Roman compared to Duel.
Is Antipho grab shooting it as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You can do that.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a brave move. Holy shit. Lycus is standing at the top of the staircase in the open.
Well, yeah, of course. He's Inquisition. That's
Come
what
at me, heretics!
Mm-hmm.
Dost thou even lift, heretic?
That's right. I could cross-map snipe him, except he's a character. I don't have any sniper units. Now that I think about that, though, I'm going to start including sniper units in all of my...
Great.
If you have nothing left to deploy, you're keeping a Tempestus unit in reserve and the scouts in reserve? And Eshairr is
that's
going
right.
to webwalk as well?
Yes.
Now, to clarify, Arthur, you did state in Discord that Antipho would be able to use all of his weapons.
Your sheet includes the weapons that you're going to use. I said I would let him use additional weapons. Some or all. Instead, I've given you some of those weapons. So you can fire both your hotshot volley gun and your whatever else you have.
The bolt
On the-
pistol.
Look on the bright side, you can't fucking run out of ammo.
You can fire the volley gun and the last rifle.
Yeah, you have volley gun and las gun. Okay?
Excellent.
You can either do a pistol or volley gun and last gun.
There's
Either.
never going to be a point where you will choose to use the pistol in any situation other than fight range.
Yeah. But at least you can't run out of ammo, so you're good.
Sid's like,
So-
all right, I'd like to use the salvo rules to add 2 to my...
How are we doing CP today?
That would be lovely.
You all start with 12 CP, and I start with 8. Your CP total is reduced because your Adeptus Sororitas unit is broken. It does not have a full battalion's worth of troops. So, I mean, I guess the question is, how do you want to divide up the 12 CP?
I think the way,
Last time, or-
yeah, I like the way we did it last time, where we just had it and then we just unanimously decided. Yeah, I like that one because I mean the whole point's supposed to be we're working together as combined arms. So I mean that's what you would do.
I'm about to
'Cause-
uncombine those arms. You're gonna catch these hands, these iron hands.
How many faith points do we have? Do I have?
It's 1 for every 10 models in the unit. So I think you've got 1 faith point extra. So you start with a number though, I believe. Give me a sec.
I don't think that's
So, yeah.
correct.
3 faith points.
You start the
plus
battle with 3 fate points, plus
Yeah,
one
plus
for
1 for every 10
models.
models. Yep. So you've got 4 faith points.
one. Okay. So I'll keep that in mind.
Very well. Your move. It is round 1, turn 1.
Okay, so let's have a look. We probably don't want to orbital bombard because there's only 6 enemy forces on the board. So you know,
Yeah.
Pondo's just like, yeah, but I want to get a mortal deep super wound on that sorcerer. He's like, I want to contribute, guys.
Well, it's not me. It's Sid that does it. But no, I don't really see the benefit at the moment to use the orbital bombardment. If it's only maybe 1 mortal wound on a 6.
yeah. I mean, there's 6 units. Balance of averages says we should get 1 mortal wound for 2 CP. I think it's probably not a great deal.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. So, are we happy for me to move those bikes up to try and cheeky smite the sorcerer?
What's the movement range on your bikes?
22. Well, they've got 16. Plus, when they advance, they can advance 6 extra inches automatically.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
You're the only one that's going to be moving this point in time.
You have to move in some way that he's visible to you.
No, smite doesn't require that.
My
Flight doesn't require
God.
line of sight, just range.
I'm gonna look forward to fucking annihilating those warlocks next turn. Watch, I'll go out there and it'll just be all 1s all over the place.
Okay, I'm also thinking of moving the Autarch forward to hit one of the rhinos with a fusion blaster, which is like a melter gun. And then I'll probably use a CP to fall back, though. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
All right, I just want to check the
I-
range on the...
I don't think I really have anything useful to use 8 CP for, actually. I think I have one thing that allows Storm Bolters to do -1 AP and 2 damage each.
The holy ammo thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used it last time to pretty good effect.
The holy
It-
hand
it
grenade
just
of
allowed-
Antioch.
No, Sid, not that.
It allowed for the orcs to not be able to make a save.
All right. It's probably, unless someone else wants to move, and that's probably it for movement, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, I think so.
How
All
many?
right. So that.
I could probably edge the tank closer just so I could. Well, how far away are we from those cultists? I'd have to move 6 inches
To do what? Sorry.
to get in range with the cultists for my tank.
Yeah, come on, move that tank. Doesn't need to be
What's
there.
range?
For the Punisher Gatlin, it's 24 inches.
Draw,
Yeah.
draw towards me, man.
Well, if you're going to move the tank forward, you should move the sororitas forward as well, so that we keep that screening force in front of the tank.
Okay.
Ah, you're good. Just bring the tank forward. It'll be fine.
Actually, you know what? I'm fine letting those cultists march forward around. That way we can maintain a better defensive position.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of sure.
Okay. All right, I'm very sad. Are you all in agreement? The movement round is done.
Yeah, I don't have anything to
just-
move.
Okay, no worries.
Come at me, psionic heretics.
All right. So the warlocks are going to try and smite. Closest target is the Lord.
I will, of course, deny the witch on this.
Nice. You need a 12, natural 12. I rolled 11.
Jesus.
Oh, this is gonna be bad for you. That's D6.
Nope. Okay.
Okay. Just need to check that they still get the.
It's
they do-
11 should be, so you should get the D6.
Yeah, they do. I was making sure because warlocks do it slightly differently, so they do get this.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to use a CP to re-roll that one.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
I was gonna say, can you reroll that?
3.
Damn it!
3. Still not enough to kill him outright. He's down to 2 wounds. And they've got a second power.
Is it Uber Smite? That'd be hilarious.
No, unfortunately, I can't do that now. All right, they will attempt to conceal themselves on a walk charge of
That's
6.
a good call.
That is on a 6, so they fail.
Very well.
we already used our CP for the round.
Yep.
Or the reroll.
And it wouldn't be worth a CP for that. It's just it gives them it means they're +1 to hit from enemy forces. So
Okay, I see.
But the psyker phase is done. Let us begin the shooting phase, yes?
yes, brilliant. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yep.
Okay, go first.
I will start with my sisters on the right. Because they are in range of their bolters. Whatnot. Well, I think I'm only in range of 1. But they're storm bolters.
Yeah. So storm bolters are 2 shots each. Regular bolters are 1 shot each. At that range.
Can I hit with all of them if I'm just only have like 1 character in range?
No, you got only characters in range can shoot.
Okay, so since only 1's in range, I can only do that. I got my 2.
You have 2 in range.
Tell me
Are they
the
the
power
storm
of your
bolters or
shots,
the-
sir.
Yeah, they're the storm
They have
bolters.
storm bolters. All right,
So 4 shots.
Yeah, you have 2 in range.
yippee.
Well, 2 is better than 1.
They have 3 ballistic skills hitting on 3s.
And they reroll 1s.
Wow, that double stack 6. Very-
All right, I'll hit.
Okay, they all
I'll hit. So strength 4 versus toughness 3, so wounding on 3s.
3 wounds.
3 wounds, 3 6-up saves, I believe.
Would seem
That's
that I leave cultists in the process.
So the trick here, guys, is to if we take as many cultists as possible, the rest will probably be lost due to morale. So if he wants to use tighter traders, he's got to spend the CP first off to keep them from failing morale, and then more CP to bring him back. So they become a very expensive unit to retain if he chooses to do that.
What else am I going to spend the safety on, really?
I'll go ahead and shoot with my cannon ass. She has range both her storm bolter and bolter.
So it'd be 3 shots.
Yep.
I just love the idea of the canoness, you know, with the 2 bolters out. It's all hit.
Only needed a 2, so.
Yeah.
So wounding on 3s again.
Yep.
3 wounds.
Hey, 1 survived.
Aw, shucks. I don't know. I do have, I think, my whole last squad in range. Yes.
Yes, you do.
So we do 2 storm bolters and bolters, so 6 shots.
Yep.
I do not have rerolls ones because they're not in range.
Sorry. Are they all in range? Sorry, the whole squad's in range.
Yeah.
Okay, so and you've got 3 storm bolters, haven't you? So it should be total of 8 shots.
So that was the first 6. Pull these 2 over here. So
2 misses.
Thanks.
Oh, it's a horrible roll. Only 2.
Alright, come on.
Can take 2 less. I'll take them.
I think that's all I can shoot at the moment.
So, Atomic, you said you were looking at using the missile launcher on one of the tanks. Is that right?
Yeah, well, I can fire a crack at the Rhino, or I can fire a frag into this cultist.
So what I was going to suggest was the Autarch's going to use a fusion blaster on the Rhino and then the shuriken weapons on the cultists. So maybe see what damage that does first before we allocate, because I'm only in range of 1 Rhino for the purposes of that weapon.
Yeah.
All right. So the fusion blaster is assault 1, hitting on 2s, reroll 1s. Right, which it hits. Strength 8, tough 7, so wounding on 3s. That is not a wound. Is it worth a CP to get 2d6 damage on a Rhino? D6, 2d6, take the best one.
What do you need to hit?
I need a 3 above.
How many wounds does Rhino have?
10. It won't kill it in 1 shot, but it means it opens it up for the purpose of the las cannon or the missile launcher.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps
say it's worth it.
keeps more Marines off the field. Yeah, probably.
Right. Okay, that is a wound. It's -4, so there's no save, so it's 2d6, taking the best for damage. Okay, so the Rhino takes 5 wounds. It's this Rhino here, Arthur.
Yep. Let me see how many wounds a Rhino has. Also, I'd like to know how much did Rhino in fact has 5 remaining
10 wounds. Okay, so then I've got 6 attacks on the cultists with the shuriken weapons. Hitting on 2s, reroll 1s. I rolled 4 1s. So all hit. And then wounding on 3s. Okay, so that is 4 more saves.
There's no minus AP to them or anything.
No, that's not, only if I roll a 6 on the wound dice. And then I'll spend my CP to get the Autarch the fuck out of dodge.
And what does this let you do?
Move 6 inches at the end of the shooting, or after shooting in the shooting phase.
Fast time.
I wouldn't say it was abusively. I thought it was
Abusively, sir! He rode forward and destroyed me and then ran back! Just like he did right there.
So, with the tank, it could put heavy bolters Oh, has it got sponsons on the side? I don't remember now.
It does.
Did it have,
It's
it was,
pretty loaded down.
Yeah, it's got the storm bolters, the Gatling cannon, the las cannon, hunter killer, and the flamer.
Okay, the flamers are on the side, so it hasn't got the heavy bolters. So it could las cannon or kind of kill a missile that rhino. 48 inches. I wonder if you can actually. I'd
Yeah,
probably
I can hit both.
I'd probably las cannon one.
I was thinking
Oh,
of las
actually,
cannoning the wounded one and then dumping the hunter killer on the fresh one.
Probably a good idea.
Come at me.
Loyal servant of the Emperor.
Really tough, you know. I'm used to being on the other side of this. Okay.
So you can do tank orders as well. So
Yep.
your cadence, so you already get to reroll ones. So you don't need to do gunner's kill on sight.
I'm thinking pound them to dust.
Although, but you haven't got, you're not using a turret weapon. So because that's out of range. So maybe strike and shroud. Give yourself some extra defense in case he does shoot at you this turn.
Oh, the las cannon isn't a turret weapon?
No, it's a front mounted. The turret is the Punisher cannon.
Yes. The
Okay.
Punishers are-
Then yeah, strike and shroud would make the most sense.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Come at
mist
me.
pours out from the smoke launchers. So you need a 3 to. So which one? You want to do the last cannon on the damage
Yeah,
rhino
let's
first, or the
do
hunter kill
that.
first?
Let's do the las cannon on the wounded one first, and then we can do the hunter killer.
Hunter killer. So it hits on a 3. Reroll 1. Hey, it
That's a
hits.
6.
So then you run?
Sorry.
Yeah, but it rerolls 1.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And wounds on a 3.
6 again.
That's a -3, so he's got a 6 up save. Ah, you made it.
Your
How much
las
damage?
cannon lashes out at the rhino, and the rhino just turns and takes it on fresh armor.
It's D6 damage, Pondo, but we can't. There's nothing we can do to make him re-roll that though.
Well, yeah, I know. I was just curious.
Right, then the hunter killer hits on a 3 as well.
All right, that hits.
Wounds on a 3.
Does not.
No.
Boom.
God damn it.
Hunter killer missile slams into the ground in front of this beautiful machine made out of pure Slaneshi joy. Children
Well,
sing its
that-
praises.
Sucks.
I'll tell you what sucks. Faith in the Emperor.
Wow. Wow. Had to go right for that, didn't you?
Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you something. Technology was great before the Emperor decided to, stop using it and then fall over and die. Okay? You guys got anything else to shoot with? Look, it's really I'm an Ultramarines, okay? I'm Ultramarines. This is difficult for me to do.
But you picked, the second worst of the
The
Traitor
first
Legion, so-
best.
no.
I mean, are they really traitor legions?
No, they definitely
From
are.
their point of
Oh
view.
yeah, they absolutely.
No, they
are.
definitely are. Even the other Traitor Legions.
We're
hate
really
the-
artists, we're just here to dance. No one else shooting?
I'm gonna fire a missile with the
here we
wounded
go.
rhino.
You're firing your personal missile?
Yep.
This is the Kalrak special. Vikov himself presented you with this holy round.
So 3 plus. So let's see. It's 5. Let's see. It's strength 8.
So 3 to wound.
It's 3.
So it's a 5 plus save.
Nope.
D6. 3.
Okay, so I have
down to
7.
down to 2 wounds.
I thought he shot at the new one.
And I shot at the one that's already been hit.
Oh, okay. Very well. Any other shooting?
That's all I got that's in range.
Nobody fighting? Yeah, come on,
No.
bring the warlocks. Come on now.
So it's morale. You've
Yeah.
lost 11 cultists. Their leadership is 6, so you will lose 5 plus D6 more unless you spend 2 CP.
No, I'm good.
No.
I will lose 5 plus D6 more instead, because I have more than that left. So the unit will survive. I lose 8 more. It's fine. I just barely need them to make it over here. You'll be back soon enough, friend cultists.
You got one stuck in the roof.
Hey, it's jammed in there, isn't he?
Okay, let me read the rules on Tide of Traders, because I think it has to be done at a certain time. At the end of the movement phase, pick a unit of Chaos Cultists and remove them from the battlefield. Okay, so I don't need to do it until the end of the movement phase. Got some time to think about when I do this. So we're now on the second turn. I can now Deep Strike, yes?
No, this is this is your first turn.
Yes.
So you can't deep strike. You can only strike into your own deployment zone.
That might still be acceptable, but... let me think about that one. Let me think about that one. Really would ideally love to arrive within 12 inches of the tank. He's too far from my deployment line. I will have to wait for it. That's fine. Okay. I will instead unload my transports who have so willingly gave their beautiful, beautiful health points. Now, if I'm recalling, I must place my models within 3 inches.
Within 3 inches, and then they can do their regular move as well.
Well, that's great, because Noise Marines have advancing, so get real cool, those fellows. So how far is 3 inches? It's this far.
It's a lot of guys.
That is a lot of guys.
You jealous of my guy count?
A little bit.
I mean, you guys have plenty of guys. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. Was there any other bullshit I wanted to pull? I don't think so. Kind of the optimal level of bullshit. Okay, so next up, I'm going to move some of these beautiful Noise Marines. Troops, blah, 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 blah. They have a 6-inch move range, and then I can advance them after that.
An extra D6.
Indeed, sir, indeed, I shall advance at top speed towards the shitty forces of the Emperor. Something, something, that's what she said. All of them end up advancing into cover. Way cooler.
Oh, you don't want to get them within 12 inches?
I would love to have them within 12 inches. I would love to have them within, 1 inch, sir. Oh, fuck. That worked. That worked out. That worked out. It could have gone real badly.
AP.
Yes.
Cotton said thank you for the gift.
Yeah, I know. She sent me an email already.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now we got Noise Marines right where they need to be.
How'd you get that close? Oh, you
Advance and extra
Yeah.
power of the Emperor. No shit. The power of chaos. It's so hard. It's so hard, guys. It's really tough being the bad guys in this case.
If you lose today, we know why. Because you've invoked the wrong gods.
I know.
Gods are in fact conflicted with you?
Love to get Warlock. Is there the Autarch? Is there any chance you can help me do this, James? How do I move properly to destroy this fool?
I mean, the main problem is going to be getting enough guys around it in order to, like, you're only going to get 2 guys into combat as such, because that's why I went behind the cover there.
That's fine. I mean, we got Thunderhammer.
You can only go over 1 inch high terrain.
Really?
Yeah.
And sleep good.
If you're Harlequins, no worries.
6-inch move. Somewhere, but it's not gonna be.
Well, so you move, you had to
Oh,
say
right.
inch away now.
I charge after.
And when you charge, that's it, yep.
I forgot about that. Okay.
No, you only need like 2. But like the thing is, because
Yeah, but it's the
main
guy
thing is where you can
this
get
guy's in
guys.
the back. Yeah. Want to get as many people as possible. Asshole. Fine, you want to protect your people. I understand. Okay, so this guy has got a wound of 2, which means he's got a movement characteristic of.
I'm missing units from the sheet. Well, we've got the Militarum Tempestor Scions, and we've got the Tempestor Primes in my tank and in my guy, but my rank and files seem to be missing.
That's all you had. You had 3 squads of men.
Yeah.
They're Scions. They're
What else do you think you? What do you think you're?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the Tempestors were different from the Scions.
Right, so the Tempestor Primes are the one single guild guys, and the Tempestor Scions are the rank and file of the of the Militarum Tempestus.
Gotcha.
You might be thinking back to our trial game we did with Arthur before we started playing this one, where we had more rank and file.
As untouched, so his.
Oh my.
Who else do I have yet to? Or my. Because I noticed you guys are over here like trying to get angles on this guy, so now I need to counter angle it. In a way that makes it so you're able to target him. Chaos Space Marine. 6 inches.
6. Yeah.
Find a way such that other cover
I forgot to shoot with the warlocks too. Oh well.
Oh, were you able to shoot as well?
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were able to see them.
He wouldn't
I
have
know,
been able to shoot.
not at him. I would have shot them at the cultists.
Okay.
Stop harassing my precious cultist. Okay, those are good Imperial citizens you're killing. All right, so that gives 2 of them the option to shoot it. Talk about this hell brute. Not a hell brute. Back to some. Did not. Rise. Anyone I have forgotten to move? No, they're not. End of the movement turn, I will invoke both the Summoning Ritual and Tide of Traitors. So I lose 2 CP. And watch me blow up my fucking sorcerer right here. Just have him kill himself real quick.
That would be amazing.
I reconstitute my entire unit of cultists. And 6 inches from the edge of a battlefield, more than 9 inches from an enemy model.
Still,
Okay.
because they count as reinforcements, they're still going to be in your deployment zone in turn.
That's fine.
1.
I'm just gonna reset them up back right where they were.
That's not within 6 inches of the battlefield edge.
I'll set them up. No, you're too close. They're gonna have to.
I'm feeling the AP inconvenience.
It's fine. I'm okay with you guys inconveniencing me in this case. I'm just gonna make 9 inches from these guys, 6 inches from the edge. Yep, I'm gonna set the whole unit up back here. Look, man, I'm just saying they did their job. They ate a ton of fire. Yeah, I had to spend 2 CP for them, but I feel like it was a pretty effective choice. And I bet it made you guys feel really good killing all these fucking cultists. Because now I have to set them up again. And they're really dumb, and I hate these models. This is the kind of quality content that everyone has signed up for this channel, by the way. Me
Right.
micromanaging cultist placement. More than 9 inches, right? Oh yeah, way more. No, because it's got to be within 6 inches of the edge. That's right. Can't keep creeping. Works for me. Kalrak is right in the back where any honorable commander would be. What else is I doing? Demonic Summoning.
So you roll up to 3d6.
Indeed, I shall roll all 3d6s. Why wouldn't you? Demonic Ritual, blah 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 blah. I had 3 demon dice, specifically chosen to be extra sororitasy, just for the extra heresy. No doubles, which is good, and that is a 7. I summon 1 10 pack of daemonettes. I'll place them in a minute. First, I want to upgrade my power level counter to 4. That's a long way from 65. Okay. Blah, blah, blah,
It'll be
blah.
within 12 inches of the summoner, but no more than 9 inches. More than 9 inches away from enemy units.
Yep. Yep, I'm just double checking. Box.
So that's going to be pretty limiting.
I have to be more like. I'll end up more than. Yep. For me. Okay. What can you do, Daemonettes? I don't actually know. Daemonettes, you are melee attackers. This is the non-optimal position for you, friends. Add 1 to their advance and charge rolls. Okay. That charge roll thing sounds great. I think
So they're
I've
very chargy.
done everything in the movement phase. Therefore, we shall move to the psychic phase. I have 2. Can I cast twice? Is that what cast 2 means?
Yeah, it means you can cast twice, but you
Very well.
can't cast the same power twice.
That's fine. I'm smiting the warlocks.
Yep.
86.
5 or more.
6.
Okay, I'll try and tonight.
Very well. Which?
I did not. Is it worthwhile?
Spin
CP?
CP.
Okay, I'll reroll the 2.
Who's keeping track of your guys' CP counter?
I did.
Very well.
Yep. No, failed.
Very well. You take D3 mortal
D3.
wounds, which ends up being 1.
Okay, so Uthray save. Uthray feel my pain. No, so 1 takes a wound.
And next I will attempt to prescience my Chaos Space Marines. Well, that's really bad. I'm... That's Terrors of the Warp, right? Perils of the Warp?
Yeah,
I might have to CP it to re-roll my own positive. I will, in fact, spend the 1 point. Oh my god! What are the odds?
D3 damage
Oh,
to himself,
fuck.
and if he dies, the power doesn't go off.
Bad. Okay. Good. For now, down to 1 wound, motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Fine. Prescience still goes off. You add 1 to all hit rolls made for that unit until the start of the next phase. So I guess let's start on the back side of the board and work our way forward. You know what, James? By the way, fuck you. You've almost killed this guy now. He's so incredibly weak.
I mean, the most dangerous thing to a psyker is themselves.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Okay, so this is a 24-inch auto gun. Like,
Slanesh was obviously not with him on this day.
okay, none of them are within 12 inches, so it's just 30 shots. Ballistic skill 4+.
So the 3 wounds each, so down to 2 wounds, not 1 wound, not 1 wound.
And your warlocks, am I correct in thinking that they did in fact cast conceal?
They failed.
So 15, 20, 25, 30 dice, 30 auto guns. The number of 4+ is 13, 16.
Arthur, you're actually 1 die shy.
Am I?
7, 16, 20, 24, 29.
Yeah, you're 1 die short.
Okay, well,
You're
I
1
shall
die
bring
short.
this.
There you go, so more shots. So 17 hits.
5.
So it's 5s to wound.
Good catch, Sid. That's 6 wounds.
Okay, so 6 4-up saves.
Who's shooting this?
The cultists.
Oh.
So failed 3. So Ruthway, feel no pains. So took 3 wounds. So that's 1 bike killed and 1 bike reduced to 2 wounds.
The autocannon is easy to get, apparently.
Yeah,
What are
they're
guns?
just, yeah, they're just like basic rifles, like modern day level tech.
Okay, next up it's Hellbrute time. He moved. Ballistic skill of 3 becomes 4 for 6 shots with a twin heavy bolter. There are already 6 dice here. That is 3 hits.
Yep, and then 3's to wound.
2 wounds, AP minus 1.
They've got invulnerable saves from rune armor, so 4 plus
I see.
2 fail, 2 Uthway saves. No, 1 more is killed. And don't forget he's got a storm bolter too, or combi bolter,
It is not listed on this unit.
isn't it?
Nope, Hellbrute
have-
does not have such a thing. I have twin heavy bolter and Hellbrute fist. That is it.
Okay, I thought Hellbrute Fist still had the combi bolter. My mistake.
Let's talk about this Chaos Space Marines unit. There are 2 possible shooters. They have bolt guns. The bolt guns are within rapid fire range, so I will roll for 2 hits at 3+.
Hey, Sid, you now have James to complain about when he says rolls.
What do they do?
It's like when you state rolls that
That's-
don't benefit you.
1 2 wound. Shit. You kidding me?
Sorry.
You kidding me?
Pass.
Kidding me? Son of a bitch. Okay.
Just need to get that smite in next round.
Let's keep walking
Yeah.
forward then. Chaos Rhinos. Friends, countrymen, Chaos Rhinos. I actually didn't expect these things to live long enough. That guy. They can see that guy. So... 24 inches. Okay. Yes. All right. Chaos Rhino number 1 is going to shoot its Havoc missile at the tank. Now, is this Havoc launcher? It's that one-shot thing, right? Like it can only be fired once per battle.
No, they can keep fire every round. It's not like a health, not like a hunter killer. It's a thing they can fire every round.
Very well. That is 3 shots. I am at full health, so about ballistics 3.
Yeah, but they move, so it's a heavy weapon, isn't it?
Indeed.
Or is it assault?
It's a heavy weapon.
Yeah, so hitting on 4s.
6, only 1 hit. The wound is 5 strength. What's the tank toughness?
So it's 8, so it'd be 5 to wound.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, Rhino is going to fire combi bolters at the warlocks. Shots.
2 hits.
Indeed.
And wounding on 4s.
1.
1 4+ save. Nope, so one's reduced to 2 wounds.
You don't have that Ulthway.
Oh, sorry, yes I do.
Yes,
Oh, you're right,
indeed.
sorry. No, it still takes it.
Did you need was it not a 5-up or is it a 6-up?
No, 6 up.
6.
6 up to ignore the wound.
That wasn't enough to take them out, huh?
No.
Very well. Firing at the tank again with Rhino 2.
He's down to a 5 ballistic skill now because of his wounds. So
it's,
he'll have a 6 with
2
the
shots
launcher.
at 6s. Well,
Oh, nice.
that's 6.
Wounding on a 5.
No.
That's as far away from a 5 as you can get. I'm okay with this.
And I think I'm almost exactly 24 inches from the guy. Yes.
Yep, you're fine.
I shall
So-
fire 2 combi bolters at the warlocks again.
Hitting on 5s.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Nice. Wounding on 4s.
Yes.
Saving on 4+. So one takes 1 wound. Just see if it's stop rolling 2 dice. Alright. Okay, this way save. No. So we're down to 1 wound. I just realized I should have given those guys oh, don't worry.
James, we don't need you messing up. That's
Yeah, I know. I should have given them lightning fast reflexes for this whole turn because I should have everyone's going to shoot at them.
Okay, all 5 chosen. I'll fire their bolt pistols at the autarch.
And all 5 CO, I suppose.
Yes.
Yep.
No. No, wait. I have bolt guns on all of them. Really? That doesn't sound right. No, they all do
no,
have
bolt
bolt guns
guns,
in addition to thunderhammers. I guess that's legal. So I'll do that instead. That sounds like a much better plan. So they all have rapid fire. So I'm firing 10 shots. Ballistic skill of 3+. Everything but that 2 is gonna hit. What's the toughness?
4, so be 4's to wound.
it's 4 wounds.
Okay, so
Sorry.
4 pluses. I failed 3 throw saves. So it takes 2 wounds down to 4 wounds.
Good. Okay.
You need to stop dealing damage now, I think.
You know what? You need to stop dealing damage.
I didn't deal any damage.
Okay,
That's the problem.
Yeah, but next turn, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna fire my Punisher at everyone on the battlefield and wipe out all of your troops. And I'm gonna be screeching in rage, sir. It will be unending, like the cacophony I'm about to fill you with. Okay, Imperium unit, which a Battle Sisters is, correct? They are Imperium-ish?
Yep.
Okay, so you qualify for Death to the False Emperor.
Which is only on
Fight
is that melee
phase,
attacks or
correct.
fight phase, yeah.
Yep, so it doesn't matter here. Blah, 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 blah. Music of the Apocalypse isn't necessary yet. Okay, so I need to figure out whether I want to... I have to fire everything on Assault because I charged, which is fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
-1 to hit as well.
4 of them Blaster Master. 1 of them has a Blaster Master at a D6. The rest all have Sonic Blasters at Assault 3. So let's start with the Blaster Master. Two shots. Firing at the Sororitas unit directly in front of me.
Okay.
Ballistic skill of 3.
Hitting on 4 though, because he's
Ew.
assault, he advanced.
Next up, Sonic
How's this-
Blaster
That tray's
3.
still picking up dice.
Do what?
The tray is still picking up dice. Even
If they get too close to it, it picks them up.
Moved. I hit with 5. Strength 4. What's the toughness?
Battles is 3 or 4.
Up is 3.
3, so 3's to wound.
So I need to make 2.
Yeah, they're -1, I believe. Is that right? The save or?
AP
No,
0.
No.
Units targeted do not gain the bonus to being in cover, though, which was important. The Doomstar, not, so they basically don't give a shit about you being in cover. Blaster Master is being fired in varied frequency assault mode, not the heavy fire mode yet. Okay, so you have 1 save, 2 save.
2 saves.
Yes.
And it's minus. It said it was -1 AP.
No, 0 AP.
Okay, so I need to make 2 3s.
Fuck.
Made him.
Doom Siren. Firing
Or
4
a healing
shots.
weapon.
What?
Is it? Doesn't Doom Siren automatic hits? It's a flame attack weapon. So you just roll. So it's hit 4 times.
Oh, I might not be close enough for that.
8 inches should be fine. I know.
Nope, I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not.
Too
Doom
far
Siren
away.
doesn't fire.
All right, need to kill those guys first.
Why? You don't like flamethrowers? They're great.
No, not when they're used against me.
No, flamethrowers are terrifying. It's
Well,
fire.
then you're in really big trouble because the other Noise Marine unit also is within 8 inches for sure.
Great.
That's unfortunate.
Let's start with Blaster Master in down mode, 5 shots. Keep these guys all the way over here. Charged, so my skill is a 4 plus. 3s. We have 1 wound.
1 3-up save.
Ah.
Okay. 3. Oh, the champion actually can fire as well. My bad. So each of them is firing 3,
This is great.
and I have 4 of them. That might be too many. Nope, that's the correct amount.
Need 4s. That was 4.
Meow, meow, meow.
3.
4, isn't it? They're 3s to wound.
Yes.
So I need to make 4 3-up saves.
1
Failed one.
dies.
Well, 1 ain't bad.
Oh, you still use Doom Siren to go.
Yes. Okay.
So D6 automatic hits.
3.
Ready on
Strength
3,
5.
yes. You get 3.
Yeah,
You roll
yeah.
3
I just
hits.
fucked that up really badly though. Yes.
All right, and then they're -2, so 2 5-up saves. 2 more dead.
Is there a unit that has yet to fire? Is there? Chosen Shot, both Noise Marines, both of these guys.
Everything's fired.
Believe everything has in fact fired at the end of the shooting phase. Friends at home, we will depart now for our break, and when we return,
Do I need to make a morale check?
not until the
No,
end
it's-
of the complete turn. We have fighting to still do, and that's
Oh.
going to take a very long time because I have so many units that can fight. There's going to be a ton of fighting. When we return, we'll get to see that fighting. We will fight fools. It will be fool fighting. Really, it's fool fighters. I'm really stretching this one.